Good evening. What do I do? Why is the get up? Get up? Why is the get up? Why is the get up? Why is the get up? Right. The hologram, the holograph. What do I do? What do I do? What I believe I do, what I perceive I do, what I think I do, what I humbly believe I really do, what I am doing, is I, not knowingly, but I've been told, studying the theories of everything. It is not a conspiracy. It is a theory based on most and foremost everything for the reason why it was created and why it's like this. Does it have to be exact? No. It doesn't have to be an exact science. We will make it exact according to these cubes. Each one of these cells. That's how I'll figure out what it is. If you tell me it's 5.14 and I look for in inches or millimeters or in another number, in another calculation, it's still going to be a $5 bill of its size, whether I use millimeters or centimeters or inches. I want to find that mean number, that mean area that's easier to work with. So they gave us a lot, so I use weights and measures. Or I want a mixture of flour, and all of a sudden now they call it a recipe. Recipe, C-I-P-E. C-I-P-E. Before I go on, I want to bring one thing to note. We're going to do this and I'll talk about what I do after. The word two, the placement, the letters in the alphabet. When I was growing up, they told me T was the 20th letter. They told me W was the 23rd letter. They also told me that, look, this can be inside the 0 or it can be the letter O. This can be the letter E, T-O, toe. So the whole word can change. I mean, what if these were letters and they just fell down to the ground and they fell in this order? The numeric value is 58. The word four, which also means oven, starting with an F6, starting with a T2, 2 and 6, 0620. The game, the card, the dog, the queen, all equal to number 26. And they tell a story in their mathematics by multiplying them and adding them. We don't need the 0 in this situation. And if we did have the 0, I can tell you right now the answer 6 by 20 is 120. We're talking about 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way to 15 equals to 120. We're talking about the ring in the quarter house. Because the French language told me there are 4 20s. And when you design this design of 36, because of the 360 that goes around and comes together, okay, we get the same result. When I add up the word 4 equaling to 60 and 2 equaling to 58, we get a total of 118. 1 and 1 is 2. 28 is our cycle of the moon, and it comes together with 2-4. 2-4 is what divides the gate. So if it comes to the moon, we now have the moon in a divided gate. And the reason for that is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equals to 8, equals to 6. Note that 86 is the house planet. Note that the connecting numbers is the numeric value to moon and DC, because this is a value of 3/4. It is male and female. To become the female, it's 12. To become the male, it's 13. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. We can make all these equations now if we want. The 7th gate is what divides 86, and it's not only to what is 86, but we know that when 62 comes out, we are automatically going to have 5 and 1. That's Mars. That's Mars. 42 and 34 equals to 66. Mars shows me it's the gate. 76, sorry. 76. Spirit is 76, the half-life, the gate in the light. This 6 will connect to 5 because of the art. 5 and 7, 6 goes right here. 8 goes right here. The 8 goes here, connecting 5, 7, and then 6 on the other side. 6, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. And then it becomes 5, 6. And then 5, 6 on this side. And then 6, 7, 6 connecting 19 DNA, or FGF if we want to look at that. And we're going to look at we're not talking about the field goal where you're connecting the 3 points and getting the ball between. The heaven, the football, getting it between, right? The spirit between the posts. So 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, okay? 1 times, as a base, it becomes 1 and 1 is 2. But as, so this is in your cycle, but when you finish that cycle, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 plus 2 equals to 3. Instead of having this number or this number, you end up with this. So this is your combination of C and H. But it began with a K, because the 11th letter is K, and then the primary source of the understanding the cycle will be a combination of where K and H in language comes about. So if we take this to another level and we look up the language, I'm going to go to languages over here. Give me words that start with K and H in any language. Words 8 words that start with K and H. Nadival, Nadivis, Kazenim, Kazarian, 67 words starting with KH. So, anyways, we have all kinds of KHs in these words here. So we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to come back here. And now the French usually don't sound the H. So when you say the word after, right, it can say after in French. Right, which means after, but it also sounds like ter, meaning earth, meaning half. RET can be the retina. This is a gateway, okay, in the E-world spirit, 518. 518, which is also noted the heavens of Mars. And if I just put the 4 over here, it's Mars and Pluto. Go look at the something to do with the radius or something of a pyramid. Also the, what is it, 6 times, I think it's 6, 86, 4, 2, 36, 38, 3, 48, 51, yeah, seconds in a day. 4, 3, 2, half the seconds, half the day is our vibration. So we go from midnight to midnight, vibration to vibration. So our vibration is in 720 minutes. Our 432 vibration is in 720 minutes. So if we cut that in half, it becomes 216, which connects to the moon, and that would be 360. So our 360 connects direct to the moon. So we would be actually running these in quarters then. Well, actually it'd be 360, because that would be 360, that would be that. So you would have 360, 360, 216, 216, 360, and 360. That would make your 1440 minutes in a day. Yeah, your vibration, it goes right through the moon. It's the moon diameter. To finish off this equation here, if you were playing blackjack, you would be standing on 17. You would be pulling a card between 12 and 16, pending whether the dealer would have a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 showing. So this, okay, is the BF house, right? Well, how can I say BF? The game goes with the cube AE and BF, because you're always going to have one side completely down. So you're going to count 4 and count 1, right? So the minimum we're going to go is there's 2 different worlds. You see that the 1, and then where the 1 is inside the house, in the void. You don't see the 1 here, right? Because it's in all the voided areas. But here, everything was voided. So the Venus house is all around, and you come into the house, and the house is, here's the house. It's like this, and like this, and you come into the house. Now the question is that the retina of Earth? Just trying to see how can I, and now it's just rolling this way. You see the way that? And now it's rolling this way like a big wheel. And now we're gonna maybe connect it to another big wheel. Can we connect that to another big wheel? What happened with the third ring? What if there was a third ring? What would happen if there was a third ring here? Because we do see 3 rings, right? So what happens to this? What happens to that? I'm trying to see where the eyes are. So there'd be one here. I don't like these here. It would be here, 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 and possibly here and here. Yeah, and it's showing me that right over here, right? It's showing me that. 3 to this side, 3 to that side, and 1 to here. So I'm just trying to understand if there's an angle to this. And then we have that sweet spot over here between the two. I'm trying to see. So we'd have it like this, and like this, and like this. So we can call this the emblem. See, it'd just be like that, and you'd have like that, and then you'd have like that, and that would be maybe your dome rainbow. I don't know. I'm just trying to think right now. Yeah, so that's, let me get back to one more thing. This is your blackjack, okay? This is the, actually, this should be 1, 2, it should be actually, yeah, this is, see what it is it's 20, no, it's supposed to be all 21. That's, see, I can connect them all together with 21, right? They're all 21. 21 and 1 is 22, is 23, is 24, is 25, is 26. Okay, but everything stops on 22. It's just bust. All of this is called bust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we add them all together, you're looking at 1 through 5 on the cube, as to in this equation, when you were going over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you were looking at when the 5 is up, okay, the 2 is down. No, we're going to use, sorry, when the 5 is up, the 2 is down, we stop at 5, okay? We stop at 5. We only use 5 areas, not because it shows 5 dots, but we use 5 areas, 4 around and 1. We use 1 through 5. But when we're using 1 through 5, right? If the 5 is up, I didn't want to get into this situation, but when the 5 is up, the 2 is down. The total on the cube is 21. When the 2 is down, that means there's going to be 19. That's when your AI spirit, your knowledge comes in. It says je sais, a French word. But when the 1 is down, okay, it equals to 20. Now the reverse of this, okay, is going to be the 5 down, and that's going to equal to 16. So now you're 12 through 16. Now with your 1 down, okay, now you will have your 6 down. So your 1 will be up, and that will be 15. 15 and 16. 16th letter is the letter P. 15th letter is the letter O. O and P. The total is 39 in this situation. On this one here, the total is 31. 31 and 39. 31 and 39.
Okay, I don't know what they mean in certain terms. I know this is a mathematical equation of 3 times 9. 3 plus 9 will give me 27, the V negates, and it will give me 12 leading to the E world creation sky. Number 3 shows up. When 3 shows up, it's AB equaling to C. 3 shows up, that's your base creation. When 4 shows up, it's the inversion of 3. The inversion of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. It becomes the dark side. The red side and the black side. Roulette has showed me that every time you move 1, 4, 7, 10, boom, it becomes black. 1. 13, 16, 19, boom, 1 and 9, 10. 1 and 0, 1. It becomes a red. And you do that all the way up. It's the only number that does that. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Yes, the last thing, sometimes I'm on and sometimes I'm off explaining why we are 36. And these important numbers and something to do with CB codes noted that this will create 2 and this will create 5. 1 times 5, 5. 1 plus 5, 6. 5 and 6 equals to 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 times 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 and 2 equals to 5. Now if we do it only with the addition, that's in the windows, it becomes 3 and 6. If we do it the multiplication, they remain the same. 52 is Earth, Earth's heart. Raphael 7286. Another way to describe 25. How can you describe 25%? Here's another way to describe 25%. This is numeric for Earth. This is for Mars. Times 4 equals to 60 seconds on the orange 4 clock. Backwards, it's roof. We're in the doghouse. The pound. 33, 3 by 3. Coming in from the window. Mars, 22, ape, bust. 39 and 23, 39, 49, 59, 62. Thank you for watching this video.